So I said in one of my posts on Facebook just before I left about struggling from my depression and how bad it really is, and the place that I've been in the last few months. I think the truth of it is that I've never really stopped suffering from it, to be honest with you. I think the expedition has made me want to get better, and I think possibly ahead of time. I think Heidi's not going to enjoy hearing that, but it sort of has really, and I think I push myself so hard. I'm so very hard on myself that it makes things very difficult sometimes, and I make things very difficult, and I know it can be an arse, but I just really want to succeed at this. I've never succeeded in anything in my life. I've been close to things, and I sort of will pull away just as things are going really well. I don't take compliments particularly that well. I don't enjoy being the best, actually, to be honest with you. I've always been quite lucky with my sports, and I've always done fairly well in them, and I could have gone further in certain sports, you know, like my basketball or swimming and that. I was actually a decent swimmer, and I was a decent basketball player. I don't know why, I just didn't push myself. I've never been one for pushing myself, and now I'm out here in Norway, I'm really, really pushing myself, and it's very difficult to comprehend how difficult this actually is. But my enjoyment levels are so phenomenally high that the difficulty of what I'm doing and the environment that I'm actually living in is pale in comparison to how much I enjoy it. And I'm staggered, and I've been thinking as I'm walking, and I'm staggered as to why it would be easier and why I would be enjoying it as I am. And I know Heidi's been frightfully worried, and quite rightly so, but I genuinely have been absolutely loving it, apart from the lack of sleep. But I'm relishing being out. I've never done anything this difficult in my life on my own before, but I'm loving it. This morning I woke up, it was a howling wind. I decided to have a little bit more sleep, which I didn't get. So I chilled out and read some maps just to check my route. The wind died down, and about 10 o'clock I decided, right, that's it, I'm going to decamp. 20 minutes into the walk, then the wind come up from behind and kicked me in the arse a fair bit, to be honest with you, and I thought, holy shit, what the hell's going on here? But what should have broken me made me stronger, and I found myself absolutely loving what I was doing. I was going along, and actually I was laughing, and I was hollering, and I was yelling at the wind to say, come on, bring it on. I was absolutely loving it. I got very cold in certain places, and I lay it up and lay it down and change my gloves and put my mitts on, but none of that brought a negative into my mind, which is extremely easy to do considering how unstable I can be with myself mentally. I don't understand. I'm not fathoming why this is so enjoyable to me. Is this the thing that I've been longing for all my life? Is this the thing that I feel is going to make me the person that I've always wanted to be? I don't know. I don't expect to get anything out of this expedition other than being successful at it now, obviously raising a huge amount of awareness and raising a lot of money for my charity Dare to Express. But I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know why I enjoy it so much. I don't understand it. And if there's anyone out there that's a mental genius of some description, I would absolutely love to hear from you, and you could tell me why, because I don't understand it. But through all of this, it's just reaffirmed how difficult depression really is, and how debilitating it is, and how horrible you can be, and how selfish you are, and how thoughtless you are of your partner, in particular, obviously Heidi. And it's not wanting to be, and you're not doing it on purpose. I'm definitely not doing it on purpose, because I absolutely love and adore my wife. But I don't understand why it is what it is. I still can't define depression. I said in one of my videos, it's pretty undefinable. And, you know, here I am pretty much 2 years down the track, and I still can't define the severity of what depression really is. And I still can't understand how one morning I can wake up and I'm bouncing off the walls and, you know, everything's great, and the next morning I can wake up and I don't want to get out of bed and everything is just the most... I can't comprehend why that does that to me, and it's bloody upsetting, because I'm not the same person I used to be. But I'm not convinced that that old person that I used to be was the real me, actually. The real me, I feel, is sort of, at the moment, right in this present point in time. Maybe not the excitable John or the laughing John, but definitely the driven John that's always had something about him but has been too scared to prove a point, or has been too worried what people will think of him. And do you know what, for the first time in my life, I don't really care what people think of me, actually. It just doesn't bother me. And if you like me, you like me. If you don't, well, that's entirely up to you. But it's just such a life-affirming thing that's going on. And I implore anyone that is struggling in any form, come and do something like this. Come, back yourself. Believe in yourself, and you will enjoy it. Take care. Cheers, guys.